fucking slow jam. It's a slow jam. Wearing all white cause it's a slow jam from the 90s. It's a slow jam, baby. It's a slow jam. Summertime. Yes sir, yes ma'am. It's a slow jam. Not gonna stop cause it's a slow jam. That's right, it's a slow jam. Slow jam. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So-So production. It's a slow jam from the 90s. Bringing all white outfits back. Bringing all white outfits back. Or at least half white outfits. Feel me, dog? You feel me? From the late 90s or, you know, from the early thousands. Man, oh, this, you know what, guys? We're just gonna get right into it. Story time, baby. It's summer. It's heat. It's really, really hot outside, and it's a good reason why I'm wearing this shirt because it's light, it's white, keeps you cool. Buttons that you can unbutton, and there's a number of buttons that you can unbutton. There's a limit to it, though. You don't want to go too. This is, you know, we're pushing the boundaries, right? There's that limit. You can, you know, unbutton like 3 to 4 buttons. Anything beyond that is just excessive, and it's like you got to be in Miami to do that. So we're not in Miami, but here in Toronto, it still gets with the humidity like close to 40 degrees sometimes. So yeah, 40 degrees, bruh. Feel me? It's one of those days. Woo-wee! It's a slow jam. It's a summer slow jam. Oh man, this shirt, you guys, today's episode is actually just about this shirt for the most part, dude. This shirt has a story to tell. If this shirt could talk, it'd be fucking trippy, dude, if this shirt could talk, but it can't. But I'll speak on its behalf. I'll tell you the story of this shirt right here. So let me take you guys back. What are we at right now? We're at 2020. We're more than halfway through 2021. This shirt goes back, you know, believe it or not, geez Louise, almost like maybe 3, 4, 5 years old, this shirt. You wouldn't be able to tell because I like to take care of my stuff. But the reason why I'm wearing this shirt, the reason why I came, you know, across this shirt and it came into my possession is because, you know, it called me out, baby. It called me out. Not particularly this shirt, but you know, there was a event going on and I didn't have anything to wear, and it required okay, let me just take it all the way back. Let's take it back, baby. This is probably 2020, 2021. This is probably like 2017, 2018, 2016, who knows, one of those years. It's in the late teens of the 2000s, okay? I'm working, I'm selling cars, I'm in the industry, I'm in the automotive sector doing my thing. You know, life's just, you know, I graduated out of university. It's been a few years that your boy's out in the business world, wearing them suits, wearing them ties, going to work, making connections, selling cars, selling aftercare products. You want undercoating, you want overcoating. Do you want me to help you, assist you with it? You got, you know, offset the new car smell in your car. You got that offsetting of the new car smell. You're a little bit allergic to the new car offsetting the gases. Didn't even know that was a thing until I had to deal with it one day. But that's aside the point, man. One day, one of my coworkers, one of my buddies, he's like, along with a bunch of other peepsies, we're throwing a little shindig on a little cruise ship down at the pier in Toronto. Why don't you come by, hang with your boys, hang with them gals that are just, you know, out and about. I'm like, you know, I like going out, I like doing things, but you know, that was the first time. I've never been on like a cruise ship sort of deal. So I asked him a little bit about, you know, I inquire a little bit before I go ahead and like dip my toes into the water. I'm like, what are we dealing with? What's the occasion? What's going down on this ship? Is it a pirate ship? Are we going down to the Caribbean? Are we looting? Are we gonna be jumping ships, man overboard? What's going on? He said, no, nothing like that. It's just a low stakes game of Latin lovers, baby, Latin lovers, baby, on that ship. We're just gonna go. It's a whole bunch of people, you know, upwards of 100, maybe 200 people. I can't remember the numbers. There's a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people coming up, getting on this ship, this beautiful cruise ship. We're gonna go from the pier around, you know, we're gonna just go in Lake Ontario, just, you know, cruise around Lake Ontario for a little bit. That's what we did. We were gonna listen to a lot of Latin music. It's Latin fever. It's Latin night. That was the Latin, the, you know, underlying theme was Latin nights or days, and the theme was, you have to ask, I'm like, okay, is there any dress requirements or dress codes or what have you? And he's like, you just gotta wear all white, bro. You just gotta wear all white. And it'd been a while since I had rocked an all white look, and to be honest with you, I'm not the type to go out there and like rock an all white look, just like head to toe white. But for the occasion, I'm like, fuck it up, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go all white. Went out and got this t-shirt. Went out and got white pants. Head down to the pier before, you know, we meet up with my bud. Just chilling, relaxing, waiting for everybody to arrive so we can, you know, get on board, do the whole thing. And, you know, and prior to this was, again, the first and only time that I'd been on a cruise ship. And it was like supposed to be half a day. I had no idea what I'm getting myself into at this point. I'm just like, all right, just gonna go there, chill with some peepsies, listen to some music, mingle, dance a little bit, have a drinky poo here and again. And it should be all right, is what I told myself. It should be all right. Put yourself out there, is what I told myself. I go there, we eventually meet, we all go, and like, that's the thing, man. We get into this situation here. We get into this situation where I was kind of caught out of my comfort zone. Here's the thing. I listen to all types of music. You know, you name it, I've listened to it, and I'll still listen to it every now and again. But never been the type that'll just like listen to Latin-esque music for like 7 to 8 hours. And I had no idea what I'm getting myself into at this point. So I'm getting there, and the majority of people are like, you know, their regular like baseline is Latin. They're not even, some of them are not even Latino or Latinas. They just, you know, they're popping them, you know, lowriders. They're coming in with the, you know, all whites. They're listening to Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, all this, that, and that's their life. They dig that, and that's cool. That's cool. No judgment, no nothing. I'm just saying I'm a little bit, my taste in music, my taste in crowds, a little bit more diverse. But I'm like, you know what? Put yourself out there. Let's have some fun. So I go there, man, and we get on this cruise ship, and everybody's already kind of in little like cliques and everything. So we're all just like, you know, everybody's doing their thing. Oh my God, this trip was, for me, it was an experience. It was an experience. Not a good one, not a bad one, somewhere in the middle. Music starts playing, the DJ starts spinning some hits, this, that, and the other. It's a 2-decker ship we're dealing with at this point. Bottom floor's got obviously a little bit of like, you know, it's got a kitchen, they're prepping food. It's a whole thing. Downstairs you got warm pasta with, you know, like a little bit of seafood, this, that, and the other. It's just sitting out there in the middle of the lake. Heat's hitting us, it's getting hot, everybody's sweating, everybody's dancing, doing the Latin lover movements and all that stuff. And your boys, you know, I'm not the one to go there. I won't be the first one to, you know, I'll scout the place first. I'm not like, you know, I don't have any particular dance moves. Well, if I feel like it, I'll pop, lock, and drop it, baby. If I feel like it, I'll pop, lock, and drop it. But I was just like, you know, testing out the waters. I didn't even go there to want to dance. I just wanted to really like mingle with people. But everybody's really like looking to like, you know, get close and just like, you know, put them hips into it, and, you know, just put them hips into it. That Latin cha-cha-cha, baby. You know what I'm saying? And what struck out the most, this story is actually a little bit about this shirt, but it's a little bit about some other dude, man. So the memo was sent out. That it's an all, you know, you gotta wear all white, head to toe. Everybody's just gotta wear all white. We're gonna show up there and have a good time. That's why your boy invested in this and a pair of white pants that I've since worn maybe twice. Okay? It's just sitting there, staring at me in my closet. Every time I open the closet, it's just sitting there. Whatever, it is what it is. But, you know, we all got the memo, so we're all wearing white. With the exception of this one fella. This one fella, man, this is actually not the story of this t-shirt. This story is actually about the myth of, I don't even know what his name was, man, but I would assume if he had a name, probably just had one name, didn't even have a last name. His name was probably like, I'm gonna go on the limb and just call him, Alejandro or Jesus, Alejandro or Miguel. He was that suave Latin lover, baby. He came into the parking lot, dude. His car was doing Latin dance moves. He got out of the car. He's not wearing white at all. I'm just thinking he's maybe, one of the crew members, and he's just, about to like wave us off into the sunset and come along, because he's not wearing all white. I thought we were all supposed to wear all white, dude. What are you doing? What's he wearing? Shiny black shoes, black pants, and a shiny red dress shirt, unbuttoned, just like your boy, probably a little bit lower actually. So he's looking like a damn matador, and he's just like, he came out into the parking lot before he was already there. So he's got that hair slicked back. He's smooth, man. He dances his way up onto the stairwell. I don't even know, he moonwalked onto the ship, dude. I didn't even see his feet were just like something else, man. So this kid gets on this ship and he just takes control. He's got all the moves. He's got the salsa, he's got the cha-cha, he's got the lambada. Is that one? Is that right? Lambada, is that one? Many dances that the Latin Americans and the Latin culture has, and your boy doesn't know too many of them. But I can fake it. I can fake it for like 2 seconds, dude. But that's the thing. This kid gets in there. He's wearing that shiny red dress shirt, unbuttoned. He's rocking that, that caramel skin. As the time's getting, as we're approaching noon and close to 1, he's getting more caramel by the second. This kid's just getting golden at this point. He's just like, it's his show at this point. He's just doing dance moves, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The ladies are surrounding him and he's just loving it, and he's like, hey, let me do my thing. And he's just doing it, man. And he took control, man. This kid, at one point, he was like spinning one chick around, spinning another girl around, spinning himself around, spinning the captain around. There were just people around him just spinning, and he was just like, just in there spinning. You do a little twirl. He was mixing it up. Nobody had any idea who he was interested in, or if he was even interested in anybody, but this guy was just like macking hard. He got his money's worth, dude. That $25, he maximized it. Jeez Louise, I've never seen anybody dance for 8 hours straight up. And by the end of it, there was like 15 ladies that just left with him, and they were all just like, doing all this, and they all got into one car and dipped. But this kid was just like, he would mac on one chick for like 5 minutes, he'd mac on another chick, and I had no idea that, because like everybody else, this kid, he was the glitch in the Matrix that day, because he got the memo. He's like, you think I want to wear all white? I want to be a punk ass mofo and wear all white? He surprised everybody, and I thought, if you're not going to wear white, you're not going to be let on the ship. That's you sent out a memo, all white, play by the rules, leave some ladies for the other fellas or something. But this kid just came in with the moves, baby, spinning ladies, twirling ladies, and all the girls were just like, oh, Miguel, he's so Basically, nobody else had a chance. All right, Miguel, thank you very much, Miguel. Alejandro, men want to be like him, ladies want to get with him. That Latin lover, baby. He was that Latin lover. Jeez, this kid killed it for like 8 hours straight. Moonwalk to the kitchen, pop a little shrimp in his mouth, moonwalk back to the dance floor, just shimmy, shimmy, yay. Oh man, it is hot out here, boys and girls. But that was my trip. That was my only trip on a cruise ship And to be honest with you, it wasn't my jam, man. It was not my scene. I wanted to leave an hour and a half into it, but the damn thing, we were so far away from I legit, and this was a big mistake. I'm not a big drinker. Do I prefer to smoke my weed? And I don't condone anything, to each their own. You're adults watching this. I'm not there to babysit you. Make good decisions for your life. But point is, I'm not a big drinker, but I just felt like, you know what, I'm not gonna bring anything with me. I'm not gonna bring any weed along with me. I'll just, like, you know, I'll have a little sippy sip on the ship, and whatever, it is what it is. And you know, there were some people that brought some, but it got to a point where I was just like, again, an hour and a half we were into it. I'm like, man, how long is this gonna go on? And it went on for 8 hours, bro. I got bored out of my mind because everybody was just like, you know, when you're just not like feeling it, like it's just not like, you know, it was good on my friend to invite me and everything, and I had to gauge that event by myself. And you know, you put yourself out there. It was an experience. Not good, not bad, but it was an experience. But hour and a half into it, I'm like, that's pretty much as much fake Latin music as I can say, because it's not even like Latin. It's not like genuine like Latin music. It's not like South American Latin. It's like, you know, it's our whitewashed like Latin music. It's you know what it is, baby. You know what it is. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's a little bit, you know, it's got a little beat to it. It's got catchy lines, this, that, and the other. But it was just like, it caught me off, and I'm like, and I made a mental note to myself. I'm like, never again am I gonna go on a cruise ship sort of deal. But that was it. And thank God I actually experienced that, because imagine I've never gone on that cruise ship for 7-8 hours. Oh, half a day, baby, half a day. We're just dancing half a day. Imagine I'd never taken that trip, and imagine later down the line I got tempted to book like a 5 to 7 day cruise trip around wherever. God, put a bullet in my head, dude. Put a bullet in my head. Why would, okay, I've never been on like long cruises or anything, but why would you want to get stranded in the middle of the water with a bunch of strangers for more than a few hours at best? Days? We're talking days on the water with total strangers, and you can't even leave, baby? You can't even leave? God. At one point, dude, I'm like, it's not too cold outside. If this ship sinks, so be it. So be it. I'll go down with it. I'm that captain, baby. Your captain. It's your captain speaking. I'll go down with this ship, baby. I'll go down with it. Was mix it up a little bit. But like, imagine 7 days. Have you guys done this? Are you guys okay? Cruise ship trips, yay or nay? Big nay for this guy. Count me out. I'm not spending days in and out on a ship with a bunch of strangers, dude. Like, yeah, no. I'm a land creature. I like to be I try to stay grounded, baby. Try to stay grounded. Numb. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, man. But it was an eye-opener. And it made me just, you know, thank God, because I've never actually gone ahead and booked a 7-day trip on a ship. And with the whole pandy that just happened, that's just one of, I think, hey man, you got to get your money. You got to, you know, be innovative. There's always got to be different business. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people that love cruises, but I just can't. I'd like to travel. I like to go to places, but I can't just like be stranded on the water for days. And just, you know, over a year ago we had the pandies. Remember the ships? Remember the cruise ships that were like right in the middle of the water, and they couldn't like get these people to get back on land? What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Jeez, if that happens, I will sink the ship myself. I will legit sink the ship myself. Or if not, I'll try to, you know, get one of them lifeboats and like dip out. Because like, it is what it is, baby. I'm not gonna sit there and just like, what are we doing? We're just like, I love nature. I love the water. I love spending time doing different things. But like, more, trust me, like I'm telling you, after an hour and a half, I'm like, let's go to shore. Let's park it near the shore. We're still on water. Let's park it so we can, like, you know, walk off. But why do you have to be in the middle of the water where nobody? It's like literally it's a man-made prison, dude. It's a man-made prison, and you pay for it. You pay for it, so you're stuck there with these people that, you know, you don't know most of them. Things could go well. Things could go sideways real quick. Oh my God. And by the end of it, everybody was smashed. Everybody was just litty. And your boy had a couple of drinks in him. Nothing, nothing too drastic. I kept my head cool, and I was just like, I should have probably gotten wasted. Come to think of it, I should have just probably like knocked back mad drinks. Come to think, but that was the whole ordeal. And by the end of it, once that's what happens. At close to the 8-hour mark, we were getting close to like wrapping things up and then going to the harbor and like pulling in and everything. A couple of them boys start acting rowdy, baby. I'm not gonna lie to you. You get those Latin fever dance moves. You're dancing with your lady. Next thing you know, somebody else is dancing with your lady. You're like, what's going on? A couple of people were about to like get into it, and it was that temper. It was the heat. It was the alcohol. It was the just all the movements and because that's what it is, man. That's like 8 hours of straight up foreplay. Everybody's just like there, just like looking hot and beautiful and doing everything but the dirty, basically. Doing everything but the dirty. Especially Alejandro, man. Jeez, this kid was just like macking hard, bro. Macking hard. Good Lord. He mingled with every single lady there. And everybody loved him, man. I'm telling you, man. Men wanted to be him. Ladies wanted to be with him. It was a sight for the eyes. But also a great eye-opener for your boy. I'm like, never again am I gonna go on a cruise ship of any sorts. Thank you very much. One and done for this guy. Maybe that's what happened to like Titanic, bro. Maybe that's what happened to. Maybe they were just like on the water for way too long, and somebody just like, is like, fuck it, I can't deal with this anymore. We're heading right into the iceberg. I can't take it anymore. Maybe that's what happened. True story. Hope you're all doing well, man. Hope you're all safe and sound. But a lot of things are happening, man. Yesterday I went out for a walk around the city. Speaking of like, altercations and everything, it's that time of year where, it's been weird on people's mental health. You walk around, especially in the downtown core area, and you gotta, in certain areas, it's all gooch until it's not, I hear stories, I read stories every night, somebody in the morning, close to the morning, in the AMs, getting shanked or getting jumped, and there's a lot of people dealing with mental health. I see every time I walk down Yonge and Eglinton, somebody's still peeing on some corner somewhere. It smells like piss. Wait. For those of you who don't know, Yonge and Eglinton is a major intersection, and we're getting a new, I don't even know what we're getting, man. We're getting this LRT system, we're getting like a subway system, it's a whole thing, but there's a ton of construction. Lanes are reduced, a lot of congestion, a lot of people coming by, and there's always some dude peeing outside. There's a legit corner where it smells like pee, and you can see built up residue and stains from the previous people that everybody knows it, so I think they're like dogs that go out there and like smell it. It's like, oh, you think it's your territory? My territory now. That's what it is, man. But speaking of altercations, I was out on the streets just, because your boy walks the streets because I gotta walk the streets, so I see people. So I'm with the people and I get stories, okay? I'm out there and there's an older gentleman with years of experience, but he's walking towards me, and there was a beautiful ebony couple walking right in front of me. The elderly gentleman walked past by. He made some sort of a remark to the fella's lady. They walked past by, and he kept on turning around, making remarks, this, that, and the other. And at one point, I see my brother just turn around. He just, he heard it once, he heard it twice, heard it 3 times. He's like, nah, man, it ain't gonna go down like that today. And I just, as he was turning around, about to go and probably just smash that other dude's face, and I just told him, dude, your boy's tripping, he's old, just leave him alone. So, I don't know, the moral of that story is that, if you see people tripping, don't be don't be getting into altercations. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Up to you, baby, up to you. Unless you want to go pick a fight with a crazy person, and you know, no shame for being, you know, whatever. It is what it is, man. I don't even know what I'm saying, but what I'm trying to say is, I'm just like, I don't want people getting into altercations for no good reason. Clearly he's not having, his faculties are not, you know, in check. He's not in the right mental state of mind. What I know, that's no judgment on him, but it's not right what he did. I didn't even hear what he said, but he was making remarks at this fellow's lady. That's not cool. And the other fellow he was pretty cool with it, because, you know, he heard it once or twice, letting it go, but then they started to get distance, and this guy just kept on turning around making remarks. At that point, baby boy, just take your lady's hand, just continue on walking. You already won that fight, and there's no need to go there and like confront somebody who's, first of all, he's got mad gray hair, so he's old, clearly not doing well. That's, you know, you already won life, baby. You're good looking, your lady's good looking, you're killing life. Just whatever. If he makes a remark, let him make a remark. Nobody, and that's what I said, man. I'm like, he's just tripping, let him, and you know, his lady was trying to like hold him back, like, baby, don't go, baby, don't go. I'm like, yeah, baby, don't go. Reel it in. You be the bigger gentleman, you be the bigger dude. It's easy to get into fights, man. It's easy to get into fights and altercations, and yeah, I've never been like, that's the thing, when like the whole cruise ship idea came out, I've never been a big clubber in my life. Sure, I've been into clubs and this, that, and the other for special occasions, everyone, somebody's birthday or a special occasion, sure, but not a big club dude, not a big club guy. Not my jam, not my scene. Comedy clubs, different story. Comedy clubs, different story, but like clubs in general, especially after a certain hour, you're just looking for trouble, dude. You're just looking for trouble. You know what I'm saying? The few times that I've been, it's always been there's always some sort of, you know, some guy either, you know, like making a scene in a corner, or like picking a fight with somebody else, or like doing something weird. Just like, you know, it's just not my scene. So if I want to listen to good music, first of all, I'll play my own music, thank you very much. And if I want to dance, I'll throw a party and we'll have a little shindig at the place, you know what I'm saying, at the crib, or whatever. For a special occasion, I'll go out, but that's the thing, and I don't ever want to get into like spaces where people are just like rowdy, and you know, I love having a good time. There's nobody in this world that loves having a good time as much as your boy, but as long as we're keeping a, you know, keeping it cool, calm, and collected, let's not get, and that's the thing, we're approaching that season where things are opening up. So if you've been, you know, cooped up, and if you're getting out there, make sure, you know, check yourself before you leave the place, and also keep in mind that people, if you see somebody acting out or wilding out, they just let them be. Just let them be. There's no need for you to get into any sort of an altercation or confrontation with some random over nothing, baby. And that's what it was, man. That's what it was. Hope that everything's going well in your lives. Here we are, man. This is actually, it's another Tuesday episode. It's not a Tuesday episode, and we're coming in as a surprise, because normally we're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturdays. But today I just felt like dropping in, giving you a little surprise here. But that's the thing, we're doing more. We're doing as much as we can, and we're excited for things to be loosening up. Baby boys, baby girls, if you like these videos, go ahead and follow your boy on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube by searching Rob Sadri. Go ahead and click on the Patreon link. Support your boy if you like, and if you don't, just talk about it with your family and friends. Tell everybody about it. Tell everybody about it. Be like, hey, come here. Got some news. Like, what is it? And then you go out and tell them about your boy. This is delightful. It used to be frozen lemonade. It's just liquid lemonade. It's still cool though. From Tim's, dog. From Tim's. It's very refreshing. Stay hydrated, because it's like, you know, it's really, really hot outside. Stay hydrated. And that's the story of this shirt and our Latin lover. Boys and girls, stay hydrated. We'll see you all very soon. Peace out.